Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm just kind of going about my day. It's today is Sunday and I'm just walking on the beach today. I got a little orange that I'm gonna find a spot to eat, but it's pretty nice out, as you saw from some of the other clips that I'm probably gonna put in here. I just found a little area that I've never seen before, and I've been to this beach quite a few times, but I'd always walk to the left instead of the right, so I thought that it'd maybe be cool to go the other way. But that thing says stop littering on it. That's true. There's a little structure. Whoever did this did a pretty good job. You could definitely live there. It looks like this is kind of like a riverbed area when it rains a lot, maybe. I'm not used to recording myself. I don't really do it that much. But look at this pipe. It looks like this pipe used to connect to there, but it all collapsed because it's sand, obviously. So, but it all collapsed and ripped off this pipe. And I don't know. You could probably live in this shelter. Anyways, I got this new GoPro, and it has this. It's got the media mod, and it's like the creator bundle. It's supposed to have a decent mic with like a mic sock, so there shouldn't be much wind noise even if there's wind. There's a good amount of wind right here, but I don't know. I just wanted to make a little video of me just kind of exploring around. It's the weekend and this is kind of what I do sometimes. I just like to explore when I get a chance, and go on little adventures, and I find that it's fun, and something about going on adventures that like uncovers some of the map. Like imagine your map, imagine real life was like a GTA map where it's like grayed out in certain areas because you've never been there. I like to find all the areas and find different like cool little spots. Even if you don't live in an area where there's a whole lot to do or whatever, it's so cool to find like, oh, there's a road here, or oh, there's like a little spot here with a cool view or something. But yeah, I mean, I've only been exploring for a little bit today, and I found this entire kind of this weird looking area where it all collapsed. Look at that guy. But yeah, I'm just trying. I hope the GoPro looks better today, or I hope the GoPro looks good quality and good audio quality, because I got this GoPro for sort of my outdoor camera rig. Look at this. People are just littering in here. That's so bad. But yeah, I got this GoPro rig and I'm hoping that I could use it for outdoor videos. I have more stuff coming for outdoors. I just want to make more outdoor videos, but you can see the Santa Cruz Mountains over there. I don't know if you guys can see that. What keeps happening to me is that whenever I try to find a spot there's no one around, because I'm not used to filming myself, and it's definitely something that I should get used to. I guess it's just being self-conscious, but whenever I try to do this, there's always some random person that walks up on me. It's like a little bit awkward to me, so I want to try to get over that. But yeah, I'm just gonna go find a place to eat this orange with a view, and I can update you guys later. But yeah, it's definitely, look at that. I hope the audio is okay. There's always, the paragliders are always out in this area, so it's cool when they fly next to you. Sometimes it's a little weird because you don't expect someone to be around you, and then they just fly right next to you. There's never usually too many people around here, especially on this side, so it's pretty cool. Look guys, I found a sand dollar. Because they're kind of rare to find as a whole piece, but this one's a little bit cracked on the top, but they're kind of rare to find, so I usually do find one. I found like 3 on this beach since I've started coming here about a year ago, so they're not too uncommon, but it's definitely a treat to find them. And there is another person over there. I did not think that would happen. I've started coming to this beach since I went to CSUMB, and it's called the Fort Ord National Monument Beach, I think, and I'd always like coming here because there's not a lot of people. I know a lot of people go to the beach where there is other people for like a social thing, but I don't know. I always found it to be much better without people at the beach. The sand isn't as nice or whatever, but that's fine with me. And there's a lot of these like crab things that hide under the sand, and so when you step there, it's kind of gross, but it's not that bad. Dude, those waves are huge. It's like 10 feet tall. This orange is a little bit weird because it has like these mini oranges in it on the top. It's not too windy here, so. But I got this orange from Costco. It was like $5 for 10 of them, and that's a pretty good deal. Like, it's usually like a little bit over $1, I think, for an orange at like Lucky's or something. And these are all the produce I get from Costco is like generally really high quality and organic and whatnot, but I'm making a little bit of a mess. Anyways, I'd usually come to this beach a lot because there's not a whole lot of people, and I'd kind of drive out of my way to go here because of that. And the sand isn't the greatest or whatever. It's not like the most fine-grained sand. It would kind of like, it hurts your feet after a while of being barefoot in it, but I'd come here and pop in earbud and just listen to music. I love singing here too, like just being able to sing without anyone around. It just is like special. It's an extremely relaxing place to be. And if you don't know the band Stick Figure, I think it's just a fitting kind of vibe. Like if you put on like the Soul of the World by Stick Figure or The Way of Life, It's like a pretty good vibe on the beach. But there's been times where in the past few years, like I'd be depressed or something, or just not feeling that great, and I'd come here and walk along the beach, and I'd walk for like a few miles just listening to music, you know. I guess the purpose of coming here was a lot of the times when I'm not feeling that great, I just like to be able to feel out my feelings and experience those emotions without anyone around, and just, you know, in this beautiful place of nature. But it's a little bit windier today. It looks like there's some clouds. You know, we're not talking blue skies now. There's a hang glider above me. But the waves are definitely big. It looks like the tide is about halfway. That's a big ass bird. I wanted to talk about some of the things upcoming for the channel. I've been getting kind of interested in being outdoors more over the past year, and I don't know if you guys watch the same content, but there's this guy called his channel's name is The Outdoor Voice, and he's pretty popular. But I would watch these videos even as a kid. Like I'd watch like Naked and Afraid with my dad, or Bear Grylls or whatever, I think that guy's name is, where there'd just be, it'd be like TV outdoors, or I Shouldn't Be Alive. I remember that one as a kid. That was a great show. I don't know if that one was as outdoor related, but I always had this like fascination of surviving in the wild, as I'm sure a lot of you do, because it's kind of a primal instinct. But lately, like a few months ago, I started watching the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and there's more recently I've been getting into, it's called backpacking, if you haven't heard of it. And you basically, you'll pack your backpack. It's usually a bigger backpack than regular, and you'll just kind of literally just walk out into a hiking trail that's like miles long, and the goal of it is to go into the wilderness and then survive a day overnight, set up camp, eat a meal, and basically just survive for like a day or two outside. And you're just hiking, camping, and then hiking the rest of the way, or there's 2 or 3 or 4 day hikes. You know, I'm sure you could push the limits and go like a week or something, but basically the restriction on it is how much food you have with you. Anyways, I'm getting more and more into it, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna start, I want to make a video of me trying that out for the first time as like a beginner. Yeah, I've watched videos and done this and that, but I've never actually went backpacking. Like I've camped in the bed of my truck, but that's not the same at all. So, I don't know, it's interesting to see, like it's always interesting to get into a new hobby because everything's fresh to you. Like there's so many different, there's so much different equipment and stuff you have to learn about, and just so much stuff that it's just interesting to get into. It's not, as with every, as with most hobbies, it's not that cheap to get into at first, but overall it's not too expensive. Like once you buy a tent and a backpack and a lightweight chair and all this stuff, like a sleeping pad, you know, once the initial investment is made, you're pretty much set to go for whenever you want, for, you know, unless something fails, like your backpack rips. But I'm thinking that, you know, I've ordered some stuff, and I'm gonna make a video, and I want to make a video of me going outdoors and camping and see what happens. You know, what's the worst that could happen? But I'm the type of person to like find something interesting and kind of obsess about it. And I've definitely been watching my fair share of backpacking related videos and content, just learning about it. But I think the best way to do something is to actually just go do it and learn about it that way. Like, you can learn a lot online, but unless you actually go do it, you're not gonna go very far. Ever since college ended and I got this real job where you've been sort of like trying to get it your whole life, like you went through 12 or however many years of school, like high school and college, to get, you know, a real job. You finally get it and you're kind of like, is this really what I wanted, or is this what society told me I wanted? Because, you know, I'm sure there's people out there that enjoy whatever they do inside of a cubicle, but I just don't feel like I'm living my life when I'm inside of a cubicle. There's no windows around me, and I stare at a screen for about 8 hours a day, doing something I'm not necessarily the most passionate about. Ever since that happened, I've been trying, or even before that happened, I've been just trying to be outside as much as possible, where I'm sort of meant to be out in the world. I'm not meant to be, I was never born on this earth to sit in a cubicle or fucking sit inside and play video games all day. Like, I used to be that way too, where I would sit inside and play video games, like Rust or something like that, or like DayZ or something, where you're kind of trying to survive outdoors. It's called escapism, where you play the thing on the video game and you level up in the video game, but then once you turn off the computer, you don't actually have anything to show for your time. And you just kind of are craving that escape from real life, because your life kind of sucks. I've been just trying to get away from things that don't allow me to make progress in my own life. Like, once I turn off my phone and the dopamine stops, or what do you have to show for the hour or whatever the fuck time you spent on your phone? But don't get me wrong, like, I still watch YouTube videos from time to time, but I've been consciously trying to reduce that. It's hard. It's hard though, because this is kind of the technology that we have it's kind of taken over my life, and, you know, it's hard to just break the cycle. After doing something for 10 years, you don't really want to change, really. Like, if you do something for that long, it's hard to change. And I definitely can see that. Even at my job, like, I constantly have to be aware and responding to any notifications I get on my phone. And it kind of conditions your brain to, like, there's always something in the back of my head, even if I want to, like, meditate or something, there's always something in the back of my head that's like I have to be aware of something happening on my phone, and it kind of sucks. I noticed that when I turn off my phone, it gets way better. Like, when I turn off my phone, that thing in the back of my head goes away, because there's no possible way of it actually notifying me of something. So when I do go outdoors and stuff, I'd like to just move away from that. Just turn off my phone. There's no reason to have it on, really. I mean, I use it for music and stuff, and it is kind of tied to my life, but I should be able to have some time to myself, away, not worrying about stuff happening. My hands are all messy from the orange. These guys keep flying over me. I don't know if you guys could see that in the video or not. I just wanted to randomly talk and share my day with you guys, and I'm looking forward to making some content that is more, it's more of like a story. I found another one, guys. So many of these things on this beach.